I'm really thrilled to be here today speaking with such an amazing crowd of people and to be in the company of such inspiring entrepreneurs. As Richard said, obviously I'm co-founder and director of notonthehighstreet.com, and we support around 4,000 small creative businesses and entrepreneurs. I started my career as a junior assistant on women's magazines, and then a beauty editor, and then I moved into brand development and advertising and marketing. I always had that kind of entrepreneurial itch that needed scratching, that feeling that if I set up my own business, doing something that I was really passionate about, I'd have a great working life, living on my own terms. And that was true, you know, not an easy life, but a good life. Over the years, that led me to work in several startups and a couple of online entrepreneurs, set up startups, and also setting up my own small businesses, and eventually to founding notonthehighstreet.com with my friend and business partner, Holly Tucker. I'm going to talk today about something that Richard has touched on, which is the importance of having a purpose and what you can learn from having a purpose and what you can use from knowing you have a purpose. It doesn't mean you have to have a higher calling. It's great if you do. It's great if it's something really, you know, worthwhile or life-changing. But as Rich has kind of illustrated, it's just really, really important that you know what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it for. For us, the who was really, really easy because our customers were just like us. And so we knew exactly who we were trying to talk to and what we were trying to do for them. And I think it's really, really important to kind of recognize that it's actually, there's nothing wrong and everything right with just targeting your business at people who you really, really strongly identify with. The what was easy too, because it was as much about the people who are offering the amazing products that we are able to sell on our site, these incredibly entrepreneurial small businesses, as it was about the products themselves that they sold. And the why are we doing this? Well, it's to offer those businesses the business advice, the marketing platform, the sales platform to sell their products. And it's also to give them the business advice so that they can grow their businesses in the way that they want to. And then the why is really just a wrap-up of those, you know, who are we doing it for? And what is it that we're doing? And it leads us to what we feel is our business purpose, which is that we believe in a life less ordinary. For our customers, what that means is that we want to be able to offer them the opportunity to find and own and source beautiful things and out of the ordinary special things when it matters to them. And for our sellers, we call them our partners, it means giving them an opportunity to do something that they themselves really believe and love to do, and to be able to have a great working life on their own terms, sometimes for the first time in their lives. So that's what we mean when we say that we believe in a life less ordinary. And having that strong sense of purpose has been incredible. You have to have it. It's just incredibly important and helpful, whether you're making your big strategic decisions, planning what you're going to do, or, as Richard said, just when you come to work every day, dealing with the day-to-day, how do I do this, how do I do that? It's to make sure that we are delivering the possibility for a life less ordinary. So it's taught us lots of kind of tips and things we've learned along the way, some of which I'm going to talk to you about now. One of the most important is that you own your mistakes. I'm conscious that I'm starting with mistakes, but that's what business is all about. It's about learning from your mistakes, owning them, and sometimes if you really have a strong sense of purpose, you can actually turn them to your advantage. And I can give you an example of that, which was when we first launched our business, we very foolishly and insanely and masochistically decided that we'd use our new, very lovely URL of www.notonthehighstreet.com to post an online countdown clock, which announced our launch as the 3rd of April 2006, just 2 months away. So that seemed like a fun idea, and we told everybody about it, and we told the press, and we told our sellers, and we told our customers, and it really quickly started to haunt us and terrorize us, because we committed ourselves to this time-bound promise that we now had to deliver on. We couldn't fail. Our sellers had paid us, we had press coverage, we had articles actually going to print, and yet about a week before we launched the site, we realized that the company who we had tasked with building our website had just promised us the impossible. And about the night before we launched, it really, really hit us, and we realized that we were not going to have a checkout. So what we were going to do was go all out with lots and lots of press coverage, launching a brand new shopping website where you could not buy anything. So we had to do something. We couldn't stop it. It had to happen. We had to do something. Knowing our purpose helped. We just thought fast, and we decided that we would just try and spin it. And we filled our homepage with lots of imaginative, the most imaginative, out of the ordinary products that we could find. And we called it a preview. And we invited customers to come back, to register with us and to come back another day with the promise of possibly even money to sell on the site. It wasn't revolutionary, but we kind of figured that if our customers felt the same way as we did, which we hoped they did, because that was what it was all about, then it would work. So on the launch day, we had 16,000 visitors to the site. And our hearts were in our mouths, and it was all very tense, and waiting to see if this plan would work. And this sort of fear that we could just lose all those thousands and thousands of customers to this failed, non-existent checkout. Anyway, they did like us, they did register. We had about 3 computers in the office, that was it. And the inbox was just kind of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling with people who had registered on the site. It was like a sort of computer meltdown scene from a Hollywood movie, and it's just a site we'll never, ever forget. And we really, really were in business. So that was a mistake that kind of paid off. And it meant that we had a database right from the beginning that we quite possibly wouldn't have had. A statement of the obvious, I know, but a lot of people come and see us and ask us what our top tips are, and always you sort of say, well, do you know who you're doing this for? So it is the most important thing you need to know about your business and your purpose. And unless you really, really know what your customer wants and how they want it, then it's almost impossible to stay connected with your purpose and your business. We constantly evolve as a business. Of course, every business does, and we make sure that we check in with our customers every single time. So that's just, obviously, that's research, that's groups talking to them, things like Richard just showed you now, data analysis, constant data analysis, trend insights, marketing intelligence, and we will do that constantly. And really, it should be easy, because you just should be interested in that customer. It means you make the right marketing and communications decisions, and it means that you make the right kind of financial decisions too, because it means you put your money where your customer is. And so understanding your customer always reaffirms that sense of purpose. Test and learn, again. Sorry, Richard, I feel like I didn't copy your talk. People ask us so much about marketing in particular. They want to know what's the right channel. They want to know, should they go online, should they go offline, how best to spend that precious cash. And I know my customer, and I know what they will respond to, but I don't know theirs. So, I hate to say it, but there is just no silver bullet. And there is no tried and tested one-size-fits-all route to marketing your company. The good news is that you do know that your best marketing asset is you. And you are the one who will test and learn, measure, evaluate, get to that point where, because you believe in your business and you know your customer, you will find that way to market your business. be emotional. People absolutely do not always remember what you tell them, and they very rarely remember what you did, but your best chance is that they will remember how you made them feel. So, you know, I just really reiterate what's been said, which is that when you make a decision or plan your strategy or solve a problem, then just always remember that people are just that. They are people, and they will make their decisions with their heart and with their gut as much as with their head. It's just really about having the right emotion at the right time in the right place. Right. We felt so passionate about our purpose that small creative businesses really could lead to a life less ordinary, that we wrote a book about it. And I am able, therefore, to say to you one piece of advice that we didn't have and wished we'd had, because it really is the book that we wish that we'd had when we started, which is that there is a book, it's called Build a Business from Your Kitchen Table. It's about how we grew notonthehighstreet.com and how we've supported the thousands of businesses that we've worked with. And it's available in all good bookshops. And then, obviously, the most important thing is to enjoy it, to have some fun. You're either starting or planning or running your own businesses because you want a great working life on your own terms, you believe in your business. And obviously, we've had some, it hasn't been plain sailing. We've had some difficult times since we launched notonthehighstreet.com. But there's absolutely no question that we drink in the joy every single day of the highs, the achievements, be they the email from the customer who just emails you to tell you what you did right, which is, there's nothing better. We received MBEs recently, which was just an incredible moment, and things like seeing your first serious turnover, actually seeing your accounts, you can't believe it. So I would absolutely say to you, just don't forget to enjoy it. And just get started and enjoy it. Thank you.